I'm Fast Frank, and now it's time to go 3 wide. With a look at the Camping World Truck Series, the Nationwide Series, and the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. Well, starting with the Virginia 529 College Savings 250 Nationwide Series race Friday night at Richmond, it was Kurt Busch surviving a side-by-side duel with Denny Hamlin on the final lap, giving the first-year Nationwide Series team Kyle Busch Motorsports its very first win. Busch's margin of victory less than 1/10 of a second over Hamlin, who rallied from a miscue on pit road near the midpoint of the race to challenge for the win. Kurt Busch and Denny Hamlin bumping and banging on the final lap. Kurt Busch just edged out Hamlin. Pole sitter Kevin Harvick led a race-high 158 laps, ended up finishing third. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Sam Hornish Jr. rounded out the top 5. Taking a look at the NASCAR Nationwide Series point standings, Elliott Sadler leads, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in second, Austin Dillon, Sam Hornish Jr. and Michael Annett complete the top 5. Next up for the Nationwide Series, the Aaron's 312 race from Talladega Superspeedway. Hear that live right here on your racing station, Hometown 1340 WLVL, beginning at 2:30 this Saturday. On to the Sprint Cup, it was Kyle Busch completing his family's weekend sweep of the doubleheader at Richmond International Raceway to claim the checkered flag at the Capital City 400. Busch beat out race leader Tony Stewart out of the pits on the final round of stops and drove off to his 24th career victory. The win comes on the heels of the Friday Nationwide triumph by his older brother Kurt, who was driving a Toyota fielded by his team Kyle Busch Motorsports. Now the race was marked by a controversial restart and a subsequent penalty that was assessed to Carl Edwards. Roush Fenway Racing driver mistakenly believed that he was the race leader on a lap 319 restart. But NASCAR had Tony Stewart as the leader, and when Edwards jumped in front as the green flag flew, he was quickly black flagged for the move. Edwards eventually finished 10th after leading a race-high 206 laps. Coming in second, NASCAR's most popular driver, Dale Earnhardt Jr., putting in another strong performance. Earnhardt tried to rally late, but suffered brake failure with only a few laps left, clinching the win for Kyle Busch. Tony Stewart, Denny Hamlin, and Casey Kane rounding out the top 5 in the race. Taking a look at the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series standings, Greg Biffle keeps the lead. Dale Jr. moves back up to second place. Denny Hamlin third, Matt Kenseth fourth, and Martin Truex rounds out the top 5. Next up for the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, it's the Aaron's 499 race from Talladega Superspeedway. Catch all the coverage this Sunday starting at noon on Hometown 1340 WLVL. And I'll tell you, Racing Ray, I'm going to call it right now. Dale Jr. is going to break that winless streak. That's his best track. I think this is the week the 88's going to park it in Victory Lane. And I'm off to grab a case of Diet Dew and Amp Energy drink.
Don't tell me you got the last Diet Dew.
Let's go 88 this weekend.
I love the taste of Diet Dew.
I'm Fast Frank, and you've gone 3 wide. Now, back to Racing Ray.